I wanted to make a video about how Diablo 4 is overrated and games like Grim Dawn and Path of Exile are better. So I bought Diablo 4 and I'm gutted to announce that yeah, it's really good. But it's not perfect, especially for those of us who need to drop out to change a nappy or something. More about that later. First, let me give you some context. I didn't really bother with the first two Diablo games at the time, and my first ARPG was Torchlight, then the sequel, and so on, keeping my eye out for good ones like Victor Vran and the like. I played Diablo 3 for a bit, but it wasn't ever as good as the Torchlight series, so in my head I've always had it that this series is massively overrated. I'm now willing to admit that I was wrong, and Diablo 4 is really good. Okay, first things first. Diablo 4 borrows almost as much from WoW as it does from Diablo in a way. All the areas apart from instance dungeons are shared with other people. There are little events, you can randomly help people out, etc, and that's, a fairly interesting idea here. But it does mean all the monster movements are on the server, and if your internet has a wobble, weird stuff can happen. More importantly for this channel, it means you cannot pause. Some people have suggested a workaround, which is kill the mob you're dealing with and use a town portal. But if you just started a boss fight and need to down tools now, that's pretty bad news. Now I know for some of you that's going to be bad enough, but also if you quit inside a dungeon, when you come back you'll be in a town and you'll have to trot all the way back to the dungeon and then through it all again to get where you were. And no, a town portal won't save you with that one. I tried. That sucks pretty badly. Dungeons, however, don't tend to last for a huge amount of time, so it's not as awful as it sounds. While I'm complaining, the max zoom out doesn't go far enough, especially if you're playing a ranged character. It just feels they're always on top of you before you see them. Also, the leveling feels kind of pointless, because the entire game scales with you, so you can't go back to an easier area to see how much you've improved. On the other hand, this does mean the challenge stays pretty consistent, and also helps when playing with other players. Anyhow, the classes all feel different and all play great. In fact, I'd say some, like the Barbarian, even play better on controller, which I appreciate is a form of blasphemy, but it happens to be true. I've mostly been playing the Necro Middle Manager for comedy goths and management jobs reasons. There's scope for different builds on classes, but I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing. Respecking is really easy too. The visuals are fine, it's not going to win any prizes for art, but it looks good enough, So there we are. I'm gutted. I can't dunk on Diablo 4 like I wanted to. But what I can tell you is it's a very good game, but not the second coming of the Lord like some press outlets are suggesting. Until next time.